All right, well, I think we've waited long enough. We'll go ahead and do the drawing for the giveaway. And of course, lives work just like any other video. There'll be people will be able to play them back and watch it just like a video at a later date. So the people that are in the giveaway will be able to see if they won or not. And if you, the winners also, not only will they be announced here, I'm going to send them an email to let them know what prize they won and when to expect it. So we'll go ahead and do the first prize, which again, first prize is the Warrior 12-volt drill, the drill bit set, and a $50 Harbor Freight gift card. I'm going to do it real easy here. It's just on a random generator. And so we'll go ahead and select it now. And it looks like the winner is Clint, right here from Murray, Kentucky. So Clint, I'll be getting your drill bits and $50 gift card to you. Now there are the second and third place prize also, and those are $25 gift cards. But what I'm going to do, the second and third place people, obviously they're going to get their $25 gift cards, but everybody that entered is going to be a second and third place winner. So everybody's going to, from the second place all the way down is going to get a $25 Harbor Freight gift card sent out to them. So if you entered, then you're going to get a $25 Harbor Freight gift card. Just appreciate everyone entering it, participating. It means a lot to me. And so I feel like I want to pay that back a little bit, send everybody a gift card. So congratulations to you, congratulations to Clint, and congratulations to everybody else that entered. You're all going to get something sent to you. I'll be sending out an email in the next couple of days explaining it. And then hopefully by the first of the week, I'll get it all in the mail, get it sent out. So, and again, if we get more people joining the live, I'll go over this one more time, just so other people can kind of hear what's happened and how the giveaway went. First, we'll talk a couple things about what's going to come up in the future for the channel. We're going to keep doing some of the same style of videos that we've done up to this point. I'm going to add in more antique store videos because that seems to be the biggest, pulls in the most viewers than any other video I do. I wasn't expecting that when I did those videos. I like antique shops, and so does my wife, Larissa. We enjoy going. I like looking at old tools and signs and things like that. Signage, definitely. License plates, hubcaps, all that kind of stuff. So we just thought, well, maybe other people would enjoy that too. It turns out a lot of people like that kind of stuff. There's a lot of antique shops in our area. Before we even branch out to go further, I think there's still more to do in the area that we live in. So we'll hit some of those, do a video, and we'll sprinkle those in throughout the year, and along with the other content. And if we live in the Western Kentucky area, so we're not opposed to going to Western Tennessee or anything like that. So if anybody out there has a suggestion of a place, by all means, comment it in a video. I read all the comments, or you can just send me an email. The email address is listed. Every video has that in the description on how to get in touch with the channel. So we're also going to do some more car shows. That's something I really enjoy doing. It doesn't pull in a whole lot of views, but the channel is kind of stuff that I like, and hoping that other people like it too. and car shows are a big part of that. So we'll do more car shows this coming up year than what we did in the past year. And we only started in August of this year, so we didn't have a whole lot of time. August is also in the late season for car shows anyways, in our area anyway. So there wasn't a whole lot left to do, but there's going to be more of that coming. Tool reviews. There's a tool review coming out next week. The next video will be a tool review video. I'm going to keep doing more of those. Again, those videos are also cheaper tools. Hey Clint, I just saw that you commented there. By the way, you're the first place winner, so congratulations on that. I know you weren't here just a second ago, but tool reviews, I'm gonna start doing a lot more of those. No high-end stuff. It's going to be cheaper tools, stuff that somebody just starting out, or somebody's really young, somebody doesn't have a lot of money, whatever those might be. Those are the kind of tools that I'm going to review. And one reason by that is, I guess I should explain that, is I remember starting out in life when I was much, much younger, I felt like I had to have an expensive tool, or I had to go, buy that DeWalt or Milwaukee or whatever, Makita drill, because that's what everybody was saying was the best. Well, now it's definitely not the case. I mean, yeah, they are the best, but there's also some other really good, cheaper options out there. So, and you kind of get saddled with if you get the DeWalt or you get the Milwaukee, then you have their batteries and you have their battery chargers. So then you feel like you have to keep buying that product over and over again. Again, I'm not slamming those products. I own a few DeWalt tools. They're really good. They're good quality, but you kind of feel like you're in a box, so to speak, once you start buying those tools. Let's see. Absolutely, Clint. Yeah, he said come take a tour of the fab shop, powder coat shop, and check out his rods. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely do that sometime. Let's see. I'll do some more videos working on my old truck. Don't know how well received that is. It gets some views, definitely. I think some people just kind of like that as like an entertainment type thing more than a how-to type thing. And that's fine too. That's great. I do have some stuff. I've got some repairs to do on the truck. The last day I was going to drive it this year, I get in it, brake boosters shot. So one of the next videos I do with the truck will be me putting on a new brake booster, and then it also needs a power steering pump. So I'll probably do videos on those things there. And there'll be some other little things coming up with the truck that I want to repair. And who knows what other kind of automotive repair type stuff we might get into on the channel. Something I'd like to know whether everyone would want it or not is if anybody's heard of Discord or not. It's mainly for gamers, but there is it can be used for a lot of different things. So I didn't know if that would be something that people that like the channel would like to go to that. There would also be a way we could almost use it as a forum. So if somebody was needing a tip or some help with something they were working on, or just anything really, or just wanted to chat, would that be something that they were interested in going to? So if somebody could leave me a comment on that or drop me an email or whatever, that would help a little bit to see if somebody would really see if you guys would be interested in having a place where you could go to. It'd be free, of course. You can get on there and chat. And every now and then I'd get on there and we could have conversations or whatever that might be. That's pretty much it. We looking forward to 2026. I'm gonna try this last year I was able to kind of crank out a video every week. I'm going to try to keep that up for 2026 and keep that going. I would like to sprinkle in some shorts every now and then, but I really want to keep the long form videos, those coming out one a week. May not always be able to live up to that. Sometimes it's difficult. And sometimes you run out of an idea. You know, it might take a little bit to get to that next idea about where you want to go and what you want to do. I don't want to make a video just for the sake of making one and it really not be something that I care much about just to get one out. I'd rather it be something that a video that I like. So that's pretty much it. Of course, there'll be some more Norman footage, Norman the dog footage. We'll include him quite a bit. He's kind of funny. Sometimes he really likes riding in the truck. Other days he doesn't like riding in the truck. You never know. Sometimes he's a little temperamental. He's really, really sweet, but he's kind of funny about riding in vehicles. So we'll see what we can get out of him over this next year. And he's fun anyway, even if you just take him out in the yard and play with him a little bit. And there'll be a little bit of Norman footage of me playing with him in the yard in the next video that comes out. So if somebody's interested in that, they need to check that out. The next video is probably going to be coming out on Tuesday, this next Tuesday. And again, it'll be a tour review video. I'm not going to get much into it. Hopefully you guys will watch and enjoy it. Other than that, if anybody's got any questions that's in here right now, please ask them. I'll go back over again what I talked about at the very beginning, which was Clint. Obviously, he won. He's the #1 winner, so he's got the drill bits, and the $50 gift card. But then everybody else that entered, it was just going to be second and third place gets a $25 gift card, but everybody that entered is going to get a $25 gift card. So if you entered, you get the card. So that'll be mailed to you hopefully sometime first part of the week. I hope to get all that stuff sent out. So maybe by the end of the week, maybe the first of next week, everybody should be getting that stuff in. And everybody's also going to get an email kind of explaining it too. So if, hold on here, getting a message. Somebody was messaging me on my phone telling me that there might be something up with the commenting, but Clint's commenting, so I don't know. I think it's working okay. I appreciate it, Clint. Well, if nobody's got any questions or anything like that, I don't really have a whole lot else to kind of go over for next year. If anybody knows of any car shows in the area coming up, I definitely would be interested in hearing about it, where it's at. Like to kind of move away from our area just a little bit too, maybe get some that aren't right here real close by, just to kind of see what all's out there, kind of, get some different vehicles, because it seems like a lot of the same people go to the same car shows in our area. They go to all of them, so all the neighboring towns, the same people go to them, so you get a lot of the same cars over and over again, which I like that. I like seeing them, and I recognize them immediately. I'll be like, I know that car. I've seen that many times or something. Or I know that truck. But we'll maybe branch out just a little bit, go a little bit further away from home, get some new content, some new vehicles. And there'll be some here close by too. Clint says Old Eagle Car Show or group meet and greet. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we'll kind of test the waters on that and see if that's something that people are open to. If we could just get something, yeah, even if it is just a meet and greet thing where everybody kind of shows up, talks about cars for a little while, looks at everybody's rides, and then maybe goes eats a bite or something like that. we might do something like that. I know in Murray, Kentucky is where we're at. There's not a lot of car shows throughout the year. There's not much opportunity for that. So maybe we do have to do something on our own. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, I was reading here. Kind of go back to the antique shop stuff a little bit. You know, it wasn't just a few years ago where everybody thought that that was a very old person thing to do, walk through antique shops and look at stuff like that. But I think it's getting a little bit more youthful. Uh, Anybody that looks at any the reels or whatever on Facebook or Instagram or on TikTok, a lot of people are interested in antique shops and thrift stores, things like that. And so way more than I ever would have thought. I was not expecting those videos to do very well, and they kind of surprised me. So we're definitely going to add in some more of that. And sometimes we found some really good things. Go into a place and just kind of keep an open mind, and maybe you have to dig a little bit, or there's a little bit of walking that has to be done sometimes in some of those places, but sometimes you can come across a really good deal. I don't know if all of the stuff you see on TikTok and stuff like that, if those people are actually finding a lot of those really great items, but I know ourselves, we found some really good items in stores, and we're really happy to get it for fair prices. So sometimes you just have to be patient and go back to your favorite stores multiple times. A couple of ones we really like here. The very first antique store we videoed was Mantiques in Hazel, Kentucky, and we like going there and go there a few times a year. And there's something new in there every time. There's some stuff that you've seen before, especially really high price items, but there's something new that comes up every now and then. And I know we've spent a little bit of money in there buying that kind of stuff. Again, I'm the kind of guy that will pick up an old dented up hubcap and think it's the best thing in the world and buy it, but I know not everybody cares about that, but a lot of these antique shops, you can buy stuff like that pretty reasonable. It's not real expensive. Clint says there's a new one opened up at the Paducah at the old Salvation Army store. And maybe that's one we need to go check out. I know there's antique shop in Benton, Kentucky. They're near the Court Square. We're probably going to check that one out. And then there's a few others around. And like I said, we'll maybe drive a little bit and catch some that we've never been to before. And I know there's a bunch out there. Some of them, I don't care much about old clothing or glassware and stuff like that, but I know some people do. So I will get some of that in the video, or try to. I mainly go after the man cave type stuff, the antique tools, hubcaps, center caps, license plates, gas and oil. That's the stuff I really like, and the stuff I like to look at, even if not buying it. I mean, that stuff is really cool to find and come across. And you never know, you might come across something that a buddy has told you, hey, be on the lookout for this, and there it is. So. Well, I guess we could probably bring Larissa and Norman in and let Norman be on camera for a minute. We'll see how well he handles that. He doesn't always like sitting in your lap like in a chair like this, so we'll kind of see how he does on that. But let me see if they can come in. We'll see if Larissa can bring Norman in, and maybe they can hang out with us for just a minute. Well, that would be really cool, Clint. A reproduction gas and oil sign. And I've seen on social media some of the stuff you guys have done. They're really, really impressive. They're really cool. Well, Norman's here, so I'll take him. There we go. There we go. All right. He's not a real big dog, but he is heavy. And, okay. Why don't you turn around so you can face Mama there. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to move over. You can move in a little bit. Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. You want to look up at the... Well, there we go. There's a little bit of a look. He's not very impressed right now. And he gets hot real easy, too, so he'll probably start panting here any second. It's just sitting here in my lap. So it's like with this fur, the way it is, it's real dense, and it's almost like he's wearing a winter coat all the time. Even when we shave him close, he still gets hot real easy. And then one of the videos I don't know, what video was that? That was the first tool review video I did. We kind of talked about Norman and how we got him. And he was stray for, I don't know, we don't really know how long.
Maybe 4 years.
Maybe. And they finally, down in the Nashville area, they were finally able to catch him. And he was then got picked up by another animal rescue place, Music City Animal Rescue. And they were the ones that actually gave him the medical care that he needed, because he was, what, buddy? I know, you don't like this. There we go. Is that better? He had his foot stuck in a weird spot. He may want down.
You want me to take him?
Yeah, he may want.
He's so big for a little dog.
There we go. You got him?
Yeah.
All right. But we got him, drove down to Antioch, Tennessee, which is just right outside of Nashville, and got him from Music City Animal Rescue. And he was right at, 17 pounds or so then. He's 33 pounds now, so you can imagine how skinny he was. There. Is that better? Is that better? You want to scoot in a little bit? It's fine. But that's kind of Norman's story. He's super, super sweet. He was sweet right from the very start. As soon as we got him, he was just really an easy dog to train and to get to know, and wanted to please us. And he's been a joy to have around. He's a little smelly. His breath stinks, but maybe mine does too. So, right?
Yes, we're really happy that Music City Animal Rescue rescued him, and we feel lucky to have gotten to adopt him. So,
do you want to talk a little bit about antiquing, some of the stuff you like to find in antique shops? I know I kind of briefly went over the stuff I like to find.
I mean, one of my favorite things that I like to thrift or antique for are vintage decorations for Halloween and Christmas. Anytime I can find a good deal on an item that's in really good condition, that's vintage and nostalgic, I like to try to pick those up. Sometimes I like looking at dishes or just memorabilia. And I also like to look at old photos, particularly more of places and towns the way that they looked a long time ago. in the 40s and 50s and things like that. I just think it's fun to find certain items like that at a thrift store or an antique shop. And our daughter likes Fiesta ware, so she likes looking for Fiesta ware, dishes and serving platters and things like that.
And that stuff is expensive. The real stuff, if it's really Fiesta ware, it is pricey. Even at an antique shop, it's on up there. But there's I guess the second one we did at Twin Lakes Antique Mall in Gilbertsville, Kentucky. They've got a big selection of Fiesta ware, so that's something that's the first place she wants to go and look is there when we go there and check out what they've got in. You want to talk a little bit about when we go to car shows, what you like looking for at a car show? What kind of cars that you like that attract you the most?
My favorite ones, I really like the Bel Airs pretty much any year. I really like Impalas, and I like old pickup trucks, especially farm-looking pickup trucks that look like they have actually been used for something utilitarian. And I like them all. I like Fords, I like Chevys, GMCs. I even like the way Internationals look. I like old Lincolns, and I like old muscle cars, pretty much almost any of them. And sometimes it's fun to see what other people have made out of other cars and put together. We've even seen people who've made hot rod looking tractors and lawnmowers, and they make them look like rat rods. I like stuff like that, the unique stuff too.
Clint said you forgot Mustangs.
Okay, and Mustangs.
He likes Mustangs. And for me, I gravitate towards pickups a lot, especially at car shows. Even in parking lot, I'm liable to walk up to some guy getting out of an old truck in the parking lot, and ask him about his truck or take a picture of it. But the I don't like them real pristine. I like them a little rough around the edges. I know some people don't like the patina. They want it real shiny, and the patina's not their thing, and that's fine. I mean, to each his own. There's plenty of vehicles out there for everybody, and the car community is pretty diverse, and it's definitely big enough for everybody. It doesn't really matter what you like. But I definitely will spend a lot of time looking at an old, beat up, rusty truck. I don't know. They really appeal to me. I like them a lot. I'll pass right by one that's, a $50,000 shiny pickup that somebody has completely frame off restored. And I'll go look at the rusty farm beater that's sitting there that probably smokes and, the seat's all ripped up in it. And I'll spend time walking around it. That's just me though. And I know people will be like, that's crazy, but that's what I like. And I like just about any kind of muscle car too. I'll look at, but again, the rougher the better when it comes to anything. Car, truck, doesn't really matter. Yeah, and I've still got more work to do on my old truck, but you're probably never done with one though, I don't think. If you have an older car or truck, there's always one more thing that you want to do. It's usually an expensive thing that you want to do too. But there's always just that one more thing that you want to do. That's the fun of it. I think if you just kind of just let them sit in the driveway and that's it. Like you get it to a certain point, and you're like, whatever, I don't care anymore. That's probably the death knell for the vehicle. It's probably not. That's probably it, And but the older stuff, if it's not for the car community keeping those vehicles alive, then that's exactly what they'll do. They'll sit there, they'll fall apart, they'll rust into a big pile, and that's it. I know there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of YouTubers out there too that are saving old vehicles and getting them back on the road and passing them along. And they're not really doing it for money. They're trying to get a little bit out of the vehicle and their time that they spend on it, but they're passing it along to somebody else, so that can be a daily driver or something like that. I think that's pretty cool that people are saving those old vehicles. Somebody just commented, Clint's never done. That's Spots Like 99. I don't know who that is. I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure I know who they are. But they obviously know Clint, and that is true. Clint is never done. He's always got another vehicle or something like that he's working on.
Project.
Yeah, don't blame it on your wife, Clint. It's you. I've always, I don't know if anybody else, I'm sure everybody does this though, if you like cars. I will spend a lot of time looking through Facebook Marketplace with really no intention of buying any of them, but I will spend all kinds of time looking at them, and then I'll go and I'll look up the history of these vehicles and looking at price and looking for other vehicles like it that are parts cars or parts trucks to repair it. And then I realized I just spent a lot of time looking into this vehicle that I really have no intention of ever even calling about or going to look at or buying. But I think I'm probably maybe not the only one that does that. Maybe I am the only one. I'm kind of weird. So. You okay, buddy?
I think he's a little hot.
Yeah, I think he's getting hot now. I hear him over here. I can hear him breathing. He's got this thing he does right before he starts panting where he starts breathing hard. So, like I said, he's always having a big sweater on all the time for him. You want to let him down? You can if you want to.
Yeah.
Say bye to everybody. Say bye.
Bye, Norman.
Say Happy New Year.
Yep. We hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Watch it. There. Yeah, he's a little happier now. He can get down and cool off a little bit. All right. Well, can you think of anything else before we end the live? Something I didn't mention?
No, just hope everybody keeps coming back to watch us this year, and hope we get some new things to do and experience with you and new car shows, and just hope we get to keep filming what we like.
Well, like I said, we'll hopefully have a really good year coming up. A lot of really cool videos. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I know we did. Hopefully you're able to make some memories, and then I hope everybody has a blessed and safe New Year and a good 2026. We'll be around. Anytime you need to get in touch with me, send me an email on the OldEagleGarage at gmail.com, or you can comment on any of the videos. Like I said, I look at all the comments. So if you have a question or something like that, or a suggestion or something you'd like to see, I'm all ears. I'm pretty open-minded. So other than that, appreciate you guys being here tonight. Appreciate everybody that's going to watch this maybe in the future. And we'll see you in the next one.
And congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much for entering.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.